Hey guys, Dave Hoffman. Thank you so much for coming over to my YouTube channel, Hoffman Supply Chain Advisors. This channel is going to focus on logistics and how it plays a vital role in the supply chain. And we are going to talk about what's going on in the logistics market. We're going to talk about some of the practices and strategies I've used throughout my career to help businesses. We might even dive into some case studies with some of the companies I've consulted with. And as I grow this channel, I would really like my subscribers to ask me questions about logistics, what do they want to talk about, and just kind of go from there. So when we talk about subscribers for this channel, there's really a specific audience I'm looking to connect with and this channel is for. I mean, the reality is anyone can watch this, but it's really the small business owners, whether you're in startup or you are established, and the private equity world. And I'll talk a little bit about my experience with private equity at my first job. But again, knowing what I know, where you guys are going out there, you're looking to buy companies, whether outright, a percentage, or a portfolio of companies, how I can help you. So let's dive into a little bit about my career and how I got to where I am today. So long before I graduated college, and while I was in college, I ran a small business for 12 years. I was a landscape contractor. And I can just tell you the skills I learned doing that, nothing pales in comparison. There's no classroom or college course that's going to teach you, what I learned doing that. So then when I finished college later in life, I set a goal to work for a global company, a publicly traded company, a transportation company, and I ended up landing at C.H. Robinson. And I don't know if they do this today, but I started in a rotational program. So my first job there was a freight broker. And a lot of what I did was covering truckload shipments, negotiating rates with carriers, participating in RFPs, and playing a little bit around with the connectivity and setting up certain truckload carriers on auto tender. And after that rotation was done, I came over to the account management side, and I can tell you that was very rewarding and just a wonderful time I had there. So what I ended up doing was, primarily my responsibility was growing accounts and helping customers transition to complete transportation outsources. We helped them manage their vendors. We developed KPIs from the ground up to help them make sense of their transportation spend. We helped them with their RFPs. Every year they would go through that cycle. We worked together with them. Just so many different things. And the one thing I liked about that was I got to evaluate and work with different companies in different verticals. So I got to work in food and beverage, got to work in healthcare and pharmaceutical, retail, mining and metals, chemicals, just to name a few. And one of the things that I got to experience there as well was one of my accounts was a portfolio of companies owned by a private equity company, and really getting some good insight to understand how they operated, what they expected, and how we made them transform the companies they buy to make them more profitable, to help them grow as it relates to the logistics. So after I left C.H. Robinson, I then came to a global food ingredient manufacturer, Parados Corporation. And when I came there in 2018, they were doing all their transportation in-house, small company, so you had certain people wearing multiple hats. Transportation was very decentralized. We weren't using best practices. And to be fair, the people that were doing it, they had a lot of responsibilities, but they did a really good job. And so when I came in, we quarterbacked it, we pushed it to a full outsource. And some of the things that I was responsible for the connectivity between EDI with us and our 3PL, the development of new KPIs to make sense of our transportation spend. We did dabble a little bit in some inbound with some vendor management, RFP cycles every year. And when COVID hit, that cycle shortened because the market flipped upside down, but extremely rewarding. In particular, when COVID hit and the transportation market was in turmoil, I had direct exposure to the president and the CFO, helping them make sense of transportation, making recommendations to sales, finance, how do we get our spend under control, how can we pass some of these costs on, supporting sales. Just a very rewarding opportunity when I had at that company. So now you fast forward, I'm out on my own, I'm doing some consulting work, and you know, it's just, I really like working with small business owners and private equity. So I think the last piece I want to share with everyone is a little more granular on my background, some of my qualifications. So I am APIC certified. I have my designation in logistics, transportation, distribution. I am a member of my local supply chain chapter here in Southeastern Philadelphia. I am also the regional director of marketing and education for that chapter in supply chain. I am also certified to teach these courses. So these are just some of the qualifications that I have. And again, I would ask that you watching this, there's a little button in the bottom right hand corner of my channel. If you could click that to subscribe to my channel, if you could like it, that would mean a lot. And I'm looking forward to sharing some more with you guys in our next video. So thanks for checking out the channel.